right, Dan is with us in Dallas, Texas. Hi, Dan. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, how you doing, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up in your world?
Oh, nothing much. I just had a question about jobs. Currently, I'm 22 years old, working at an insurance company in Dallas. I just moved here. I'm having trouble deciding between continuing my career here or going to the police force. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice, and I have like a passion for the criminal justice system, but I also don't want to risk, losing a potentially good job in the insurance industry. So just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've gone to a lot of trouble to get a criminal justice degree. You obviously wanted to go into law enforcement. Why wouldn't you do that?
I didn't do, as you said, I didn't research my degree or nothing like that. I was originally in nursing and then at general studies, and I kind of just landed in criminal justice. And
so you landed in it. It wasn't like a plan that you said, I've always wanted to be in law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then let's ask it this way. You said you're 22, right?
Yes, sir.
When you're 42, if you were 42 years old and you could talk to your 22-year-old's version of you, what would you tell you that you had wanted to do? What do you want to do for the next 20 years of your life?
I really want to be in real estate. And
why?
Because my grandmother is in real estate, and I've always kind of, looked up to her and, what she's accomplished. So that's kind of been my end goal, just eventually get into real estate.
Because of what she accomplished?
Yes.
So you see her as successful and you want to be successful?
Yes.
But you could be successful at a lot of different things. Why real estate?
I think it's like a secure area to be in, and I don't know.
Okay, all right. This is the kind of thinking I want you to do, though. Okay, you've said two words in our discussion that I want to call out. One is you said good job. That's two words actually, and there's no such thing. Okay, a good job is something where you can exercise your gifts and you're passionate about it. You get better at it every year, and you make more money every year, and that's a good job. And so you can have a good job teaching, you can have a good job in real estate, you can have a good job in law enforcement, you can have a good job in insurance. But the definition of a good job is what is God's calling on your life, Dan? What are you going to look back when you're 42 and go, I'm glad I spent the last 20 years of my life doing that. That was a fun ride. You might change directions at some point in your career, but at least the time that you're in the career, you're doing it. You're not just seeking out security and you're not just seeking out money. And sometimes people call that a good job, and that's not a good job. If you got security and you got money, but you have no joy and no passion, and you're not growing and you're not getting better and you're not increasing every year, you have a lousy job. I don't care if you're a doctor. You got a lousy job, okay? The second thing you said was secure. There's no such thing. You are only as secure as your ability to get up, leave the cave, kill something, and drag it home. You're a go-getter. The fact you called this show and asked the questions you asked make you a go-getter. You're a person who won't be denied, and your motor is running. And so act on that, and that is your security. By the way, selling residential real estate is not secure at all. It's very insecure. Your income is very volatile. It's very up and down until you get a real book of business going and you get your pipeline full, and you can make a lot of money. You're going to work a lot of hours. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, and you're going to learn a lot about people that'll make your hair curl and everything else while you're working residential real estate. But it's a fun business. I've been in it, and I grew up in that business. My parents were in the business. I got my real estate license when I turned 18, so I'm not trashing it. But, dude, the people that make $200,000 a year in that world, they work their butts off. By the way, the people that make $200,000 in almost any world work their butts off. So what I want you to do is I want you to go back and ask yourself that question again. When I'm 42, what am I going to be glad I did? And it's not collect a paycheck and be secure. That's not the answer to the equation. It's what are you going to be laying your hands to that give you joy to where you, on Monday morning, you go, wow, I'm jacked. I get to get up and go do this every morning. And if that's in the insurance world, that's fine. If it's in the law enforcement world, that's fine. If it's in the real estate world, that's fine. Could be in something completely different from any of that. So that's my challenge for you. And then that will lead you, if you'll answer that question adequately. What are you good at? What do you like doing? When you do it, it makes you smile. It gives you energy. It doesn't drain you. It doesn't take energy. I'll give you an example. I do this show for 3 hours every single day. Every day, 5 days a week. 3 hours answering questions. I've done it for 25 years, and I'm still happy when I walk in here. The day I'm not happy, the show's over. Well, I don't mean the day, because everybody has a bad day. But I mean, the day I quit being happy for an extended period of time, I'm going, I hate doing this dadgum show. I just got chained to this show. It's over. And Kelly's out of a job. She's looking at me funny. But no, we'll put one of the other Ramsey personalities' butt in here and let them answer the questions. But I mean, you got to do something you like doing. And I like doing this show. It's part of the rhythm of my life. I enjoy it. I'll go to Grand Rapids tomorrow, and, I'll be gone like 16, 17 hours. I'll be exhausted when I get home. And, but I'll be on stage for 4 hours, 3 hours with Chris Hogan up there. I will have an absolute blast in Grand Rapids tomorrow, speaking to that sold-out group. It's candy for me. Do something like that, Dan. That's what I'm talking about. Where you feel that way, like I feel about this show, or I feel about being in Grand Rapids. Same thing. Hold on, I'm going to have Kelly give you a copy of a book you need to read as my gift. It's called Start, because that's right where you are, sir. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.